I photographed 1,000 oysters, and here's why and how. Let's get straight to the point. I did it to show you that people have more in common than the things that make us different. But to explain that further, I'm an artist and I became obsessed with the theme in my artwork of showing the world some unity after I lived in my car for 3 months to drive across America to ask 1,000 complete strangers about what they know now that they wish they had known earlier. In other words, I asked 1,000 strangers for life advice, and I heard the same themes from people from every background and across the country. People have more in common than the things that make them different. Along those same lines, I'm currently working on a series where I photograph items 1,000 times and composite those photos into these huge collage still life pieces. For example, I photographed Doritos, coffee beans, popcorn, and a bunch of other items, but for oysters, it was gonna be a completely unique challenge. So I asked a restaurant here in Chicago called The Vig if they'd be willing to order and shuck 1,000 oysters for me if they did an oyster night, and they agreed. So overall, it took me 5.5 hours to photograph 1,000 oysters, and we managed to eat over 900 of them thanks to the amazing chefs and staff in the kitchen who prepared them, as well as about 100 people who came out to support the event, and the end result of these oysters is so gnarly. I love oysters, but seeing them up close is, as you can see, pretty special. But that's the point. Every oyster is totally unique and gnarly in their own way, but at scale, they're all just oysters. And I think people are the same way. Our differences are what make us special, but our differences are also what tear us apart. But to put it crudely, we all eat, sleep, and shit. We all need food, water, shelter, air, stability, community, and more, and that completely transcends cultures, religions, regions, and all of our other differences. Art is always up to interpretation, but I do hope you see what I do in my final pieces, that our similarities vastly outweigh our differences.